How's it going, everybody? Dean here from Our Gaming, and post sort of interim rotation, we are toying with bringing back Sultai. This is what we've put together with chat so far, and it's a very sort of typical Sultai than what we've been playing in the past. So make sure to check out that video, which I'll link down below. With the sadness that we've lost Growth Spiral, which was one of our key cards getting us into these early 5 players. What we've got is what we think is going to work. We've got 4 Risen Reefs to help us ramp, with the Leafkin Druids, which help ramp after the Risen Reefs are also out. We've got a couple of Cultivates trying to get into these Ugins. Some Shark Typhoons, which we don't really be wanting to hard cast. We want them kind of in the air as big flyers. But we've got Casualties of War to keep all of the kind of Teamer decks, etc. at bay. So fingers crossed. We've still got Nissa kind of leading the charge, and the Elder Gargaroth if it comes to that. The sideboard is looking really, really strong. We've got Massacre Worm against those smaller decks. Thought Distortions against decks which are very similar to ours, the ones which aren't really too creature based. Another Casualties of War. A Finale of Eternity, which is a card I'm not entirely sure on. It would bring back lots of kind of big key players onto the battlefield if we were to cast it. I'm not entirely sure where we do cast it. So this is something that might get removed. One kind of thing that we could also think about for the deck is, could we slot in a Teferi or two? If I was to put a Teferi in, what I might actually do here is knock down one of the Shifting Ceratops. And I'm going to play a big Teferi. Just kind of stick the Master of Time in there. It does stretch our mana a little bit on turn 4 in that we're looking for 2 blue and 2 green. Yeah, I see people aren't a massive fan of the Ceratops as being in there. So if I was to put another Teferi in there, if say I was to knock out the Ceratopses for now, we might be able to bring them back, you know, in a slightly later build. If say we got rid of the Finale of Eternity, one Murderous Rider in there. Do we put a Murderous Rider in the main deck as well? I think I'm happy. Let's play it out for a few games, see how we go. We can always make some tweaks along the way. So stick with us. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment to let me know what you're expecting. So we're going to be playing around about 4 or 5 games with it. So I want to know, are we going to go 5-0 or is it going to be somewhere in between? I'll catch you guys later. Right, so game 1, we're against Ishtifish. Fantastic name. We're definitely going to be playing first. Looks like we're against a Luros build. That's really interesting. I hope we've queued up for the right queue. We're definitely going to keep this. We've got a turn 3 Uro. Oppo, was that a mulligan there? I'm actually really excited about these changes. One of my slight annoyances is it's been done 4 days before the Red Bull and Tap tournament. So I'm not really sure what to play. I'm assuming there's going to be lots of people out there going to be playing kind of mono red aggro, mono white aggro, maybe mono green as well. We're going to play down the Triumph first. Opens up all of our mana. We could do with a second green at some point, but hopefully we'll get there with one of the Uros. Get Teferi down, start going through our deck, and then get the Elder Gargaroth down. Now we can't protect it, which is one of the bad things. Gutter Bones. Okay. Looks like we could be against Mardu Knights for the first time. Pass. Or Mardu Sacrifice, rather. Now, if this is Priests of Forgotten Gods, I feel we're in a little bit of trouble. Let's see what happens. Could always be safe and play mono red. I mean. Okay. So we discard the card. We want to keep the land. I think keeping both the Uros is going to be really good. So I'm actually tempted to get rid of the Risen Reef here. One of the main purposes of the Risen Reef is to... oh, there's a second... there's a second green for us, which is excellent. So we're going to play down the Watery Grave. Go for the Uro. Activate. Okay. Put this land onto the battlefield tap. We've got 2 Elder Gargoths. Can't play either of them next turn just yet. We have got a Teferi though. Oppo's going to hit him for 2. You saw this load yesterday? Rakdos discard? Okay. Come on. Land off the top. Land off the top. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. We're going to get the Elder Gargaroth down because it means that Oppo has to deal with it, right? Because they can't let this stick onto the battlefield. I'm going to grab a forest, play the Elder Gargaroth down, Vigilance, Reach, Trample, whenever it attacks or blocks, which opponents sometimes forget. Angrass Rampage, could be. Could be. Could just be a Heartless Act. Village Rites, interesting. Village Rites, of course, is something we could put in our deck to get rid of some of our early rampers when we don't need them anymore. Angrass Rampage would be a disappointment. Got a second Elder Gargaroth, but we don't really want to be wasting them willy-nilly. Rated Scorpion seems good here. Archfiend Vessel, okay. Okay, nice. Cultivate looks quite good as well. So I think I'm just going to attack him with this. I think I'm going to create a 3/3 beast with this. I want to get the board as wide as possible. So if I do have to sacrifice creatures, I don't want to be sacrificing this. If that makes sense. So we're going to attack him. We're going to create a beast. Oppo blocks with a scorpion. Remember, we get to go through the scorpion. Hey Nissa, meow meow, how are you? Thank you very much for that raid. That's a huge raid. How was your stream? Beans told me you might be coming by. I'm going to drop a shout out. Guys, if you don't already follow them, make sure to pop over their channel. They're spamming cats. Where's all these cats coming from? Make sure to go and give them a quick follow. Always greatly appreciated. Welcome, Raiders. My name's Dean. I stream MTG at least 5 days a week, and we do not know what to do.
Hi, Dean.
Thank you very much for those follows, Ruby, and also Samurai. We're trying to get through with Sultai. It's kind of one of our favorite builds. But yeah, in all honesty, what have you guys been playing since rotation? We're going to go for a... I think I'm actually going to go for... I think I'm actually going to get Tefers down. Start going through our deck a little bit. Do we need the Cultivate is the question. Let's see what we draw from here. So we get a land. I think these cards are excellent in our hand. So I'm going to drop this Forest, right or wrong. Playing Turbo Mill. Nice Age of Empires sound. Raid sound. Yeah. It's always good. No worries. Thank you very much for the raid and stopping by. I'll look after your chat for you. You play mono red? Cultivator Neuro? Indeed. Proxer comes down again. We're going to be discarding another card. I mean, we can probably discard Cultivate, right? We're running one Ugin in the main deck. You're half Sleepy Dead? Oh, so I'm assuming kind of most of you guys are American? Or very early Europe, right? We're in the UK, so for me it's like 9:15 in the morning. So we're still going strong. We're going to drop this Cultivate. Keep the Euro up, hopefully. Pass. Pretty sure Team of Clover is the best established deck by a decent margin. Yeah, we've been turned over a couple of times this morning with that. Yeah, it's a very, very good deck. We're going to uptick Teferi again. Okay, another land. I think, you know what, chat, I think we're just going to be dropping these lands, all right? We're going to go for a Scoop. Nice. Nice. I mean, Oppo did get a little bit mana screwed there, right? Oh, yeah, Roette, because the land would have come in untapped, right? So I could have played the Cultivate and Euro. Thanks for keeping me on board there. Time zones are weird. Yeah. I remember I went to Vegas for like a work thing, and like trying to find a time to talk to my girlfriend was ridiculous because she was either at work as I was like doing stuff, or when I had some time she was asleep. Mono Red got you from Platinum 4 to Mythic today. Congratulations. Where did you place in Mythic? Was it quite high? What we're doing here then, chat, I think Casualties of War. I don't think they're going to be playing Oven, are they? Are they going to be playing Oven? I kind of like the Massacre Worm here. The Questing Beast is very, very strong against them. Very, very strong. Cavalier of Thorns is fine. Murderous Rider is a little bit slow. The Eliminates are good. Cry of the Carnarium could be excellent as well. Cry of the Carnarium could be very, very good. Probably don't need the Tameo in this matchup. And I feel that... Do I get rid of one Teferi? Shark Typhoon could be a little bit weak as well. It deals with them in the air, but maybe I'm going to drop a Casualties and perhaps even a single Risen Reef here, I think. Get myself in there. Got a pretty decent attack. We don't need the Thought Distortion. Number 85? Wow, MTG fights. That's awesome. Congrats. Congrats. Massacre Win for the win. I think so. Cry to exile Croxer fodder. And also it exiles Croxer. You know, if we cast it... Oh, no, we can't do that, can we? We can't do that because it's sorcery speed. But yeah, get rid of all the fodder there. Right, I mean, we definitely keep this, right? Or do we? Oppo goes first. I mean, 1 mana to get into the Cultivate. We've got 3 turns to draw it, so I think we're happy with that. Beautiful. Yeah, so anyone new to chat, make sure to come and say hi. We're a very friendly bunch here. Always good to see new faces around. Gutter Bones comes in tapped. Right, second Risen Reef. The Overgrown Tomb enters tapped, and we're looking for any sort of blue mana here at all. Dreadhorde Butcher is bad for us. Very, very bad. What can we do about that? Okay, so we get our second mana. Is it going to be too little too late? Potentially. I mean, the Questing Beast does help us, but it would be a straight swap. We lose one of the Questing Beasts to the Agonizing Remorse, I'm assuming. But the best bet for Oppo would be to get rid of the Cultivate though, right? Surely. Cultivate's what I would be picking here. Purely because if I get the Cultivate, I'm playing Elder Gargaroth the next turn. I'm playing a Questing Beast. I'm going Elder Gargaroth. Or is Oppo having flashbacks from that last game when we walked all over them? If he gets Cultivate, you're dead. They're hovering over Cultivate, Questing Beast. Yeah, they went with Cultivate. What a shame. We take 4 damage here. At least 4 damage. Straight to Scorpion. Okay. Massacre Worm off the top would be beneficial. We could also have a look at Massacre Girl, you know. Okay. It's not what I want to do, but I think we have to, right? So we're going to go Watery Grave, shock it in, hit the Risen Reef, definitely playing these cards down, and we pass. Okay, so we've got an Elder Gargaroth next turn to get us life gain as well, which would be quite good. We would probably trade off the Risen Reef with the Gutter Bones, I think. Start to use a Oppo's turn a little bit. Okay. Is this just... Yeah, I think we protect ourselves from 2 damage. Trade those off. Not entirely out. Not entirely out just yet. One of the things we could do is play the Questing Beast down instead, but I think that's a little bit too coy, right? Oppo could probably be okay. They're playing the Gutter Bones out again. Remember when we blocked with the Gargaroth, we gain life, right? So let's go for that. And we have to pass. Captain, I reckon we might salvage ourselves a little bit here. He says as they play down a Heartless Act or something on the Gargaroth. But it's looking like it's going to be a straight trade here with the Butcher. Interesting. So if I go for this trade, what do? Do I make a creature which gives us another blocker for next turn, or do I gain life? I think because we've got the Questing Beast, I'm happy to just gain life. I think that life is going to be necessary, right? Oppo hits out. They ping they've got to ping the Gargaroth here to kill it. So if we'd have played the Questing Beast, then 4 damage would have been coming to face. Priest of the Cotton Gods is not what we want to see here at all. They're going to bring the Loros to their hand as well. Elsid thinks life as well. Completely agree. Completely agree there. Now, can we do both? We can't do both. Strats. Okay. So the land comes in tapped with that, right? The land comes in tapped. I think I'm going to play the Questing Beast. We've got a second one. We hit face there. If you don't gain life, you die to triggering 2 creatures. Good point, Bushwookie. Good point. Okay, so Dreadhorde Butcher comes down. Priest sacks the Gutter Bones of Scorpion. Deals 2 damage to us, and then goes for face with the Butcher. And I think the game's over. Yep. So if you sack these, it deals 2 damage. Another 2 damage, so 4. We go down to 3. Oh, interesting. They got the ping with the Butcher as well. Oh, because they can get the damage in with the Gutter Bones. GG's. GG's. Okay. I mean, Oppo had some very good draws there, right? Some very, very good draws. So, in which case, what do we want to do? I mean, it's a tricky one. It's a very tricky one because we've got some decent removal. We just need to make sure it hits at the right time. Nothing we can really do in the early game except for playing the Murderous Riders, but I don't think the Murderous Rider really helps us too much there. We could get rid of the Casualties and play out something that we can potentially like a... So what we might do here is, I think I'm going to get rid of the Casualties and I'm going to play a Gem Raiser instead. Now, the reason being is that because Hoppo's got lots of early game, I want to be potentially mutating the Gem Raiser onto something like the Leafkin Druid. So we've got a decent-sized blocker on turn 3. And so because of that, I think I might also get rid of one of the Cavalier of Thorns for the same reason. Because if we are up to 5 mana, we don't really want to ramp anymore with this deck, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Like, if I've gone completely against what everyone else would do there, let me know. Because remember, we're still developing, we're still learning with this deck. It's something that we've, even though we've played Sultai a lot in the past, we've always been able to rely on that growth spiral. So it's a little bit like we're trying to wean ourselves off it almost. And again, what do we do here? If we keep, we've got a couple of early kills. If we get a black mana, we've got a Cry of the Carnarium where we want it. If we get anything else, we've got an Uro, we've got a Cultivate. I think we have to keep. Hope that the Eliminate does some early work for us. Hope that we draw into another mana. And yeah, fingers crossed. You like the idea? Need early blockers for the Butcher? Yeah, I think so. I mean, here at the minute we've got the Eliminate, but we love the Cry for the Butcher, I think. Okay, Gutter Bones comes down, tapped. Massacre Worm is good. Not what we want to see at the minute, though. Right, so let's see if they play a Butcher down or not. Remember, the Eliminate is instant speed. For me, it's getting used to no cat oven. Yes, I love the cat oven. It's one of my absolutely favourite. Thank you very much for that follow as well, Marissa. I love the cat. I love the cat oven combo. We was actually talking about it with chat today. Different opinions, I guess. Right, so damage there. I'm going to hit the Eliminate now because I think that if I get another land, I'm going to wait for them to... come on, Drats. Okay, so we hit this. Do we go black? I think I'm going to go black. It keeps up my options. It starts to set us up for the Massacre Worm. We've got the Cry of the Carnarium pathway decides to build up their board slightly more. Nothing better than turning a Reef into a 4/4, correct? Correct. Gutter Bones comes in for 2 damage. Hopefully Oppo hasn't got like a 4/4 flyer that they're going to play on... Okay, Archfiend Vessel, that's good to see. They could have a Village Rites, remember. We want to see a couple more Gutter Bones played down. We want to absolutely raft their board. Okay, so Coxer... I'm going to get rid of the Uro here, I think. Okay, nice. So Overgrown Tomb is cool. I think I'm just going to get rid of both of these 2 creatures. Play out the Overgrown Tomb and then just see where we are next turn. Nice. Play that tapped. Just sleepy enough. I'll call this a night. No worries at all. Thank you very much for stopping by, and hopefully you can catch a stream in the future as well. It's been great connecting with you. Matt says looks good. I think it's fine. Right. So what do we do next? Do we go for a guaranteed Massacre Worm? Hey, Tam. Thank you very much for that follow. I really appreciate it. Are you playing the Ooze? We're not playing the Ooze, but that's a great shout. Chat, how did we forget the Ooze before the raid? How did we forget the Ooze? Where would we play it? What would we play it instead of? Okay, the Massacre Worm goes. Is that too big of a loss? Potentially. So we don't really need to ramp with the Cultivate anymore, right? We could go Cultivate into the Leafkin Druid, but I think I'm just going to go for an Uro. If we get a land, perfect. If not, it doesn't matter. Okay. Gem Raiser. Not exactly what we're looking for there. We've got 5 cards in the graveyard. An Archfiend Vessel comes down. Okay. Resting Beast. Resting Beast start getting some damage in. Realistically, what are they playing? They're going to be playing the Croxer, aren't they? Okay. I'm going to go Cresting Beast here. Attacking. We're all brain dead. You could board it in for Reef against heavy graveyard decks. I think that's going to be a good shout. Like, the Reef is there to ramp us, right? The graveyard decks don't really... We don't really need too many cards. We don't really need too much mana against it because we can do little things. I think missing out on the use is potentially one of the difficulties. There's also the lady that makes the cats. But is she going to be... like, useful? I'm not sure. Guapo here gets back Croxer and then at instant speed sacrifices everything, which isn't good to see. Let's go in with the Questing Beast first. Nice. What I'm going to do here, chat, I'm going to go for a Cultivate. I'm going to play out the Leafkin Druid. We're going to go for a couple of green mana. Doesn't matter. Right. Play this down. Play the Leafkin Druid. So now if we have to sacrifice a creature, we sacrifice the Leafkin Druid instead. Definitely rate at least 2 Ooze main deck. It just does so much work against Duro. Good point. Ooh. Claim the first burn off the top. That is disastrous for us, actually. Not good. Not what I wanted to see. Dude, ride that Sultai train non-stop to destination ass-kicking. I got a bounce. Be good, chat. See you later, Captain. Thank you very much for stopping by today, my friend. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Probably drop you a message or something later. Right, Priest of Forgotten Gods. So we have to sacrifice the Questing Beast here. We've got an Oro next turn, but remember that Oppo's going to keep refilling their hand with the Luros. We have to discard a card. Probably going to be the Breeding Pools, in all honesty. Fabled Passage comes down. Okay. The interaction between Luros and the Croxer is just sensational. It's something we've done in the past. I don't know if it's still viable. I mean, it must be, right? And I wonder what their... so they sacrifice the Archfiend Vessel, get it back with the Luros, and then create a... what is it? A 5/5 Black Demon Flyer. Nice. Nice. Luros hits in for 3. Life gain, remember? We're going to go for Nura. 1, 2, 3. We still got the Tameo in the deck? Or did we move the Tameo out? I'm not sure. Let's hit for 5 here. Seen this deck all night? Oh, really? Okay. So it's still doing the rounds then. So this might be a deck that we've got to be able to beat, potentially. Nice. We're going to just play this down tapped. Gain 3 life. Play the Leafkin Druid. That's our sacrifice outlet. But it could be a little bit too late here. We passed the Oppo. We can't really... I mean, one of our issues here is that we can't really stabilize. We've got another Cry of the Carnarian, which would be absolutely devastating for our opponent. What else is there? Village Rites. Okay, interesting. Oppo looks like they want to finish this match sooner rather than later. An Ugin could come down where... We can hit an Ugin if the Leafkin Druid survived. I don't think it would, though. Serrated Scorpion. Nice. Nice. Archfiend Vessel. Comes in as a 5/5. Oppo's not really going to want to sacrifice that, though, are they? So, that's interesting. That's interesting. I thought they would go instant... Well, not instant speed, but... they're bringing it back completely. So, we lose the Gem Razor here. Nice. So does Oppo sack creatures? They do. So they're going to sack the Scorpion and the Archfiend Vessel. We sack the Leafkin Druid. And then, without a doubt, we're going to be drawing Ugin next turn. Without a doubt. If I was Oppo, I would definitely be going for these sack outlets here. Okay, interesting. Hydroid Krasis. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we could do this for 8. Or 6, isn't it? 6, really. Let's go for it. Let's draw some cards. It gives us something to discard to Croc, so when that evidently attacks. We've got Teferi, Master of Time. We don't really... Kind of guess we could play out the Cavalier of Thorns, I guess. Right, let's pass. Let's pass. Got to be a non-land card, hasn't it, for the life? Which is a shame. I mean, we'd probably happily trade off the Krasis and... Okay. So they die. Leafkin Druid goes. Now, what's Oppo got? What's Oppo got here? So they can play one of these from the... play one of these from the graveyard. Rated Scorpion. If they was to attack in, they might be able to get a the Gutter Bones back. Drew Forest leaves you open for Ugin top deck. Yes, it does. It does. So potentially, what do we get rid of here? Like Teferi? I kind of like the Cavalier of Thorns because it... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we drop the Cav here actually. Do we trade these off? I think we do have to trade them off. What I would actually do here is, because I am looking for, like, we literally need Ugin or bust, right? I'm gonna trade everything, I guess. Ugin or bust time. Okay, land down. One card in hand. I think they can still play something, right? From the... Wow. Really? Yikes. So in response, Oppo sacrifices the Croxer and the Serrated Scorpion. And this is not a very good introduction into Sultai life post-rotation. We get rid of the Teferi. Yikes. Okay, so we're relying on the Ugin top deck. 3% chance. Is it enough, though? Is it going to be enough for us? I don't know. Agonizing Remorse. Okay. We deal 1 damage at least. Archfiend Vessel. Comes in as a 5/5. And now this is the perfect opportunity for us to get an Ugin. If we don't get an Ugin, we lose, sadly. Oh, they're playing the Croxer from the graveyard? GG's. GG's. Ah, rats. There was a time when we could have played that in, but yeah. I mean, Oppo wins this. Let's have another look at the deck. Let's put those oozes in. I kind of like the idea of that. I mean, the oozes there wins the game, right? Okay, so we're back in the the playtest room. Gonna make a couple of changes here. Gonna get rid of the Murderous Rider main. Get rid of Tamio. Play a couple of oozes. I kind of like this. It kind of draws our curve back down as well. You don't like Shark Typhoon is doing a whole lot in the list. Good point. Good point. There was the mention of the Ashiok, which I kind of like the idea of the Ashiok. Presumably this is a sideboard plan though, right? We'll get rid of 1 Ether. And maybe even get rid of this Murderous Rider as well. Maybe we go where maybe we drop 1 Leafkin Druid, 1 Risen Reef for 2 Visionaries. It gives us a stronger body. It gives us 1 more creature on turn 3, which is where we kind of want the creatures, right? And it helps us ramp. Okay, I kind of like that. Let's jump in with this second build and fingers crossed we can get a win. So game 2, we're against Toe Blazon. We didn't have a fantastic time on game 1. We learned a lot about the deck. We learned what the deck does. We learned even more what the deck doesn't do, which I think is really important for us. Right. Waiting on Oppo. We could get a freebie here. We could get a freebie. So at the minute, compared to the kind of last deck we were playing, which was Golgari Adventures, I feel a lot more at home with the Sultai build, but it's still not completely kind of clicking for me. Again, this is another one of those weird keeps. So do we keep it? Do we try and go into a turn 2 Leafkin Druid into a turn 3 Uro? Hopefully get into more land. I think we do. I think it's playable. It's not the best. I'm going to keep. Visionary, Krasis, and Teferi all draw. So maybe that's enough payoffs for her. Hmm. It's a good question. Castle Locthwain comes down, but then okay. Well, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see if it's any good or not. Right, we're gonna go for the breeding pool. I think we're gonna go for the Leafkin Druid. It gives us a blocker. And Typhoons for the cycle. So that's 4 draw effects. Yeah. Uro as well when we're attacking in, I guess. 5. Okay. Not a massive fan of either of these actually. Can't play Uro. Can't play Uro just yet. I mean, I can kill the Scavenging Ooze, of course. I can kill the Scavenging Ooze and play Scavenging Ooze of my own. That's probably the best bet here, right? Getting a little bit of advantage there. Not too much, of course. Not too much. This looks different. Hey, Wing, how's it going, my friend? It's a weird one today. It's a very weird one. We're trying out... Wait, don't we just get to eat 2 creatures here? Isn't this bad? That's strange. Strange that Oppo would want us to do that. I'm gonna go for the Euro. Chomp chomp. Excuse is definitely the truth. It's a fantastic card. Yeah, I mean, yes. No attacks. I want to kind of keep Use alive a little bit. I mean, I don't think they would have gone for a double block there. They could have done. They could have done. Right, we used our eliminate early so that we could start playing out our Euro. It may or may not have been the best shout, but let's see. Let's see if Oppo's got a number of cards in your hand. I mean, we can take this damage for now. We can take the damage for now. Oppo's going to pump. Take 6. Interesting. Interesting. Do we like the Cavalier of Thorns? I kind of like the Cavalier of Thorns. Got a land from amongst them onto the battlefield, rest in the graveyard, get Uro out next turn. Potentially. Nice. I'm going to pay 2 life. I'm going to eat up Scavenging Ooze. Gain a life. And then I'm going to attack in, actually. Yoriel's going to kill us soon? Perhaps. I mean, we'll see what happens. Like, there we go. That's nice. I was going to say, if we were to lose that, we would... I'm going to gain some life. Actually, if I play this down... no, it doesn't work, does it? It doesn't work. We could hardcast this. I don't think we hardcast it, though. I'm going to go for an Uro here. You could have played Uro, then tapped Leafkin for 2 whilst. Can you do that? I'm not really sure what your excuses were for leaving it out in the first build. Stop it. I'm blaming chat as much as I was. Fancy Tef with the big ballers of running with. I mean, it's a good Tef, right? Good Tef. Do I cultivate? I'll be the first to admit when I'm wrong. Leafkin and Risen seemed to be garbage thus far. Yeah, I'm not too impressed. Not too impressed. But the deck's adaptive, right? We're not. It's the first time we've built it, so I'm also happy to kind of say, you know, let's just sit on it and see what happens. I'm gonna hold both creatures back here. We want to be getting the Elder Gargaroth down next turn. The thing is, we seem to be a little bit stuck on mana, even though we're not, if that makes sense. You could have tapped the Leafkin when you had 4 creatures, but I don't think it would have mattered this game. I could have done, couldn't I? I could have done. It wouldn't have mattered this game, but you're perfectly right in that I could have done that. Right, so I kind of like... I'll go Questing Beast here, actually. Questing Beast is quite interesting because Oppo's going to pump, and it's just going to trade with the doggy, the kitty cat thing, right? So this is 4, so they can pump that into a what? A 6/6? Okay, let's try with this. Might have a Shark also. Yes. I mean, Shark's going to go in the air, right? We're going to play a Cultivate after this attack. Oppo needs to block this, surely. Oh, Oppo might have a Shark. I see, I see. Okay. They trade off. Seems fair. We Cultivate. We're going to grab this and this. Doesn't really matter what we play. Hand comes down. And end the turn. So this is... I'm feeling a lot stronger with this now. We've got Ugin mana if we were to get an Ugin. Oppo's going to start tapping mana now. For Teferi, Master of Time. Okay. Interesting. Draw a card. Discard a card. We're going to be coming in for a big hit next turn if a second draw rail. Pass to attacks. I mean, end of Ugin in the... Ugin's in the bin, isn't it? Of course, of course. And we haven't got the Tamiyo back either anymore. That's a shame. That's a shame. Okay. So we're going to eat that. Do we just go for a Ugin of our own? Sorry, Uro, sorry, of our own. Let's have a go with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What a shame. Yeah, we can't get it back. I mean, I kind of guess if you're playing Cavalier of Thorns, having the Tamiyo is really good, right? Because it's like a little safety net. Questing Beast. I kind of like the Questing Beast here, you know. I kind of like the Questing Beast. There's no pumps that I can see just yet. So we're going to go for an attack. I mean, Oppo might have something, of course, but I think... Ah, no, we've got the Cavalier of Thorns. We've got the Cavalier of Thorns, so we could have actually saved the Ugin there. They need to phase it. They need to phase the Questing Beast, don't they? Yeah. If they don't phase the Questing Beast, they're drawing a card. Interesting. Interesting. They can't activate the Jolrail. That's the blockers. I mean, okay.
I don't have time for this.
Seems good. End the turn. That works too. Yeah. I think is Oppo in a little bit of a problem? Are they potentially splashing for like a shatter the skies? Scatter the shies. Ugin incoming. Foil spot. Got to -5 it. Wow.
Could have gone worse.
Wow.
Reality is unwritten.
So there's a Shark Typhoon we could go for. Shark Typhoon to kill Ugin. Scatter the shies. Damn shy people ruin everything. They must be dispersed. Shoo. Well, here's me build down on Typhoon, and it looks great here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play. I think I'm gonna play a Teferi. Actually, what does this tick up by? 2. So I need at least 4. So I'm going to play a Teferi. I'm going to shock in the Watery Grave.
If nothing else, I will protect the multiverse.
Discard a card? Probably the Cultivate here, though, right? And we will pass. That gives you a 3/3. Oh, you're joking. Punt. Punt, punt, punt. Yeah, B Hobbsy, I was that's a mistake there. That's likely to cost me actually. Well, never mind. Never mind. Can we come back from it? It's early. Yeah, I mean TD.
I'll just
The
come
3/3 is actually awful, right? You can still make a 6/6 in fairness. Also? Oh, with the Elder Gargaroth? Yeah. No loot? I should have done. I should have done. Okay. The thing is, of course, actually, we don't really want to back in with this. We go for Elder Gargaroth.
Cannot overcome mine.
Maybe a Llanowar Visionary as well. Draw a card with it. Breeding Pool comes in tapped. And we pass. So my issue here is that if we were to kill Ugin, they'd only just get it back next turn. They had the shatter. We were here joking about it. We were here joking about it, and actually, they actually had the shatter. Wow. Okay. Okay. We've got a Nissa who Nissa's going to be actually quite useful, right? All the shies have just been scattered. Shoo, shy people, shoo. We don't want you around here. Ah. Cheers for the support today, guys. Great to see so many people in. Hope you're well. If anyone new to the channel, my name's Dean. Stream MTG at least 5 days a week. We tend to have a lot of fun on stream. We have been taking the game a lot more serious as of late, but the issue is with the kind of changing the dynamic of the format swapping. We need to quickly find a new deck for the weekend. So we're going to be looking at lots of different decks over the next couple of days, and hopefully setting on something that isn't just going to be mono red. I don't want to play mono red at the weekend. We've not seen any just yet, so fingers crossed we might not have to. Have I been drinking? Only tea. Wow. Wow. Planeswalker, land, enchantment, creature. I can't believe you guys thought that I misplayed earlier. Like the lack of respect I get from chat is just ridiculous. Wings even there giving it the dead. Can't believe it. Right, we're gonna play down the Watery Graves and pass. What happens on the weekend? We've got a Red Bull Untapped tournament. That's value. Being resurrected. Brilliant. I'm gonna make that into an emote as well. Right, so we're gonna play down the island. We're gonna go for a Nissa here. Beautiful. Things we love to see. We're gonna untap a breeding pool. And we're gonna go in for some combats. Right, potentially Oppo plays Uro next turn. So what I want to do is go as high in the air as possible. We're going to grab this for a green, and what is it? It's a 10/10. Refill our hand as well with 5 cards. Beautiful. Things we love to see. Things we love to see. Now, Oppo has to get another card in the graveyard, because if not, we are exiling all their graveyard next turn with Scavenging Ooze. Then we deck ourselves with Krasis next turn. Stop it. Stop it. We lose Elspeth. We don't lose Elspeth. We lose Nissa. I think we've got a second one in the deck, right? Uro. Okay, so Oppo can get an Uro down now. But they don't know we've got a Scavenging Ooze. Oh, no, they can't. They're 1 mana shy. Oppo's 1 mana shy. Brilliant. So we get the Scavenging Ooze down. We're going to crack this for some green, hopefully. Fill up our graveyard a little bit more for the Uro. Beautiful. Things we love to see. Things we love to see. Right, so we're going to get rid of... How many mana have I got? Get rid of Uro. We're going to get rid of Ugin.
I did all I deemed.
We're going to get rid of this Uro. And because we don't want them to get anything back... Actually, no, they've got another turn, haven't they? They've got another turn. So we've attacked in already. Oh, we haven't attacked yet. We haven't attacked yet. So in that case, then let's go for combat. Send in for 13. Nice. Play down the Risen Reef. Definitely take action. Put it onto the battlefield tap, and we use this to eat up Teferi. Beautiful. I think it's GG's, chat.
Humbling.
Anyone like survival games? Ooh. Ooh, Nox. Yes. Do I follow you already? Let me have a look. I like to think I do. I don't know if I do or not. I do follow you. Good. Chat to the skies. Drats. I mean, okay. Okay. Things certainly changed while I went for a pee. We're going to cycle the trio. An Uro. We're going to play the Uro. We're looking for a questing beast. Put a card into the battlefield. Probably this one, right? Oh, we've still got another green mana, I think, in the graveyard. In the library. Nice. Have I got time to cycle this? I think I have. Yep. I'm going to cycle this. Wow. Couldn't catch a break there, chat. We're going to play down the Gargaroth. Now, the question is, do I also play down an Uro? I think I will in case they've kind of got like a spot removal or something like that. Just one creature. Cultivate goes. Llanowar Visionary goes. Trio, Fabled Passage, and this trio. Elspeth play around? Yeah. I mean... Ooh, okay. Put a land card down. Beautiful. Alright, so we've got 11 cards left in our library. Oppo's got 29. We've got 2 cards in hand. You have got to be kidding me. Got to be kidding me here. No questing beasts left. We've got a Nissa. A Nissa could save us. 9% chance to draw a Nissa. Oh my, oh my. Hello. Do we go for Teferi? Draw a card, discard a card.
1,000 years, I'm getting the hang
Discard
of
this elf. Another Visionary comes down. Draw. We still got Nissa mana if we play this? We do. Play this Uro. Because Oppo can't down tick and kill both, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Come on, Nissa off the top. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. I'm gonna put this down tapped. It's pretty fine though, right? Because if Oppo tries to kill something, we can just phase it out. So, I mean, I'm happy with that. I think I'm gonna go for a. I think I'm gonna go for another Uro. Keep this one. Don't want to make that mistake. Current score of the Sultai. We've lost 1 game. This is our second game. It's still game 1 though. Still match 1 of it. You can't phase out your own creatures? Correct. Correct. Oppo's doing bits here. Yeah, okay. Okay. Seems good. Yeah, we can't phase out creatures, can we? What creature you don't control? GG's, you think? I mean, we've got a Nissa next turn, right?
Consider this a warning.
At the minute, Hardcast Typhoon. Hardcast Typhoon doesn't really work for us because Oppo just minuses 0 in it, and the well, actually that's a good point. Actually, does Hardcasting Typhoon work? We've got 3 cards left in the deck. We've got an Eliminate and Hydroid Krasis, so the answer's no to that one, I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Nissa. We're going to uptick one of our lands, forest.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
And we're going to attack him with a forest phase. We've got a cycle with the Shark Typhoon. We can play the Leafkin Druid down, but it doesn't really make a difference. I'm going to play it down just as a, you know, as a something. 3 cards in the deck, yikes. Basically, just need to fade something, and we Gucci. Can't, apparently. So we can't phase our own creatures, sadly. Flexing your Leafkin muscles. Scoop. Oh, fade their draw step. I see, I see. We got the win anyway. Does Ugin work for us? Is Ugin good for us here? Eliminate's really bad, right? Actually, no, because they've got drills and stuff like that. Massacre Worm, I don't think we're going to... Might mess around with Golgari today. To, ooh. Okay, okay. Nice. 1 hour later. Do we go Fort Distortion? Shark Typhoon was going to win us that game. What didn't perform? What didn't perform? Leafkin Druid was I mean, Scavenging Ooze was awesome. Lots of back and forth. Yeah, I enjoyed the game. I'm wondering whether I played Noxious Grasp. Questing Beast comes in. Questing Beast comes in. It's a key card, I think. Cavalier of Thorns is quite useful. Fort Distortion. Casualties of War saved us. Ugin, I think, is going to be too weak, but it will take over the board if we can get ours out first. So what do we cut here? Maybe the Eliminates are a bit bad. I would keep 1 in, I guess, for early doors. Maybe a Leafkin Druid and a Risen Reef. I mean, the Gem Razor would help us kill a enchantment. Ashiok's pretty decent in terms of ruining the day. No negates, sadly. The deck's still in construction. The Teferi is fine. It doesn't help us too much though, right? I think I kind of like the idea of having a Teferi and maybe sticking a Gem Razor in. It makes a better use of our Leafkin Druids. It digs a lot. Teferi does, yeah. Teferi does dig a lot. Maybe we'll get rid of a Risen Reef then for a second Teferi. It's essentially the same then, right? Okay, let's go in with this, chat. We're 1 game to the good. That was actually an awesome game. I really enjoyed playing it. Game 2, match 2 with Toe Blazing. Visionary was kind of meh. It was. I mean, but like, we're saying it's meh, but remember that we're comparing it to things like Growth Spiral, so keep that kind of in mind when we're kind of rating cards from now on, because it's going to be less powered. It's going to be less powered, right? Boom. Oppo's looks like Oppo's choosing which player to play first. Comparing it to Teferi and Nissa. Brilliant. Do we keep this one, chat? Mulligan. Looks nice. Looks nice. Get rid of 1 Casualties of War, probably. Keep 6. Oppo with a Fabled Passage. We're going to play the castle down and pass. Awesome. Good tea this morning. Question, Cultivate or the Risen Reef? I think we're going to go Cultivate. Oppo with an Uro. Hey Beck, how are you, my friend? How's your day been? How's it looking so far? Right, so let's go for a Forest. Let's go to Cultivate. We've got enough black mana in now, but I think we want to go black and blue. It doesn't really matter which we play down. Pass. So Dean, what is on this weekend? It's a Red Bull Untapped International Qualifier number 4. So essentially, it's going to be 8 rounds of best of 3. The winner gets a chance to invite to the Mythic Qualifier or something like that. That's what we're practicing for. Yeah, that's what we're practicing for. I think, fingers crossed, we'll do all right. It would be nice if we could. The Risen Reef we don't really need to play down. I think the Hydroid Krasis for 3. I don't really like playing Hydroid Krasis for 3. I'd rather go. Let's go Risen Reef. Saturday or Sunday, both hopefully. Saturday is the first lot, and then Sunday, if we get through, you've got to win like 6 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw in order to get through. It's very, very competitive. I think last time there was over, I think it was about 2,000 people played. Wait on the battlefield. Sadly, it comes in tapped. We're going to be playing down a Overgrown Tomb, tapped as well. Back in an hour or so. Good luck. Cheers, Nox. Catch you soon, my friend. You're good. Eating some meatballs and spaghetti. Very tasty. Nice. Lots of pasta sauce, I hope. Oppo with the draw there. The question is, do we keep the Casualties of War or do we kind of save that for Ugin? I'm not kind of too fussed either way. I think if we've got a Cavalier of Thorns, we can get a Casualties of War back, hopefully. A couple of options for us there, of course. Right, so Teferi's digging. Saturday I'm out. I was meant to play an Axion event on Sunday, but it got postponed too. Oh, that's a shame. I might not stream it in all honesty. Well, I don't know. It's a weird one. The reason that I'm a bit hesitant about streaming it is because it's like 8 hours, and it's like you know what I mean. It's a minimum of 8 hours, and sometimes it's a lot later as well. Like sometimes it doesn't really go as fast as it should do, which I don't really want to kind of be streaming if it's not going to be engaging. Because also I don't like playing games between rounds because I find it quite distracting. It makes it a little bit anxious as well, in all honesty. But I'll see. I'll let you guys know with plenty of time if I do decide to stream it. Casualties, we're going to hit Nissa. We're going to hit this creature, and actually, do we take them off Shatter? Or do we take them off Red? What are they splashing Red for? Maybe not playing Red at all. I'm going to take them off Shatter. And Nissa. Tuscan sauce. A few herbs. What? Tuscan sauce. Interesting. Big poll. Who here puts cheese on their spaghetti? Yes, Wing. 100%. I'll put cheese on pasta all day long, my friend. All day long I'm putting cheese on pasta. Why? Are there people that don't put... Are they people that don't like grate cheese on spaghetti?
Wish I knew that was
Killing the churn could cut him from green. Good point. Good point. Yeah, I probably should have done that. Good shout there. I love all that. I love all that. Those comments, by the way, guys. So please keep them coming. It does help me to kind of refocus on new decks. Like if you guys point out little mistakes like that. So yeah, please do keep them coming. My wife looks at me funny when I put cheese on it. What? Have a word. Narset. Now, Narset's a card that we're not playing in our deck of interest. I'm going to try and hit up the Red Bull qualifier yourself when I'm not busy, but sadly, I don't have a real standard deck. Well, Ginger Brute Dark deck. Well, what I would suggest, and obviously, you know, like, take it with a massive pinch of salt, is that don't worry about not having a fantastic deck. Like, I kind of want to kill the Narset before I kill this. Like, I would potentially do it for some experience of, like, playing in good tournaments. So it's and the other thing is it's free entry, right? So play it, go get free entry, go and play it, get that experience of playing on a slightly bigger stage with slightly better players, and yeah, like take from there, learn from there, and then when you do have a good deck, you've already given yourself a little bit of a step up. I mean, if you've got the time as well. If you've only got time for a couple of games, register and then just drop. Hey, Dean, stop drawing land. Can't stop it, my friend. Can't stop it. If you don't put cheese on it, you're basically everything in your life can be dismissed. Oh, diminished. Yeah, just forget about life. As long as you give us flowers every week, happy house and all. You put cheddar cheese. She thinks only Parmesan goes on spaghetti. Any cheese. Is Oppo disconnected? Or are they just not looking at their triggers? Does Oppo not know what Teferi does? They was essentially playing like the small Teferi. It got banned, so they just stuck the big Teferi in. They don't read the card. They don't know what it does. Come on, Oppo. I'm not going to remind them because I want them to time out. We're on 13 minutes left. Oppo's on 15 minutes, so they didn't know where Reef can attack, and now they're confused. Probably. Never seen it before. It's like that time when somebody down ticked or up ticked Luca. It's like I didn't know Luca had an uptick. I haven't heard this song in a while, Bex. Damn. I was in work, Cole. When we get raided? Yeah, we got raided by Nissa. Raided us before, actually. Great streamer. Great streamer. In fact, what I'll do is just give them a second shout out as well, guys. If you aren't already following, make sure you do. It's absolutely fantastic streamer. Quite funny as well. A lot funnier than me. I'm just funny looking. Well, not turn it comes out. Oh, well, not turn it comes out. Yeah. I get you. Maybe Oppo has disconnected. I mean, they'll be furious if they have, because I think they had this game won. Oppo's down to 15 minutes. We're at 13 minutes. You think scoop from Oppo? I mean, what happens if they don't respond to the board state here? Is it a scoop? I was thinking of hunky UK singers, and Coldplay came to mind. What? You had considered it. I don't value playing bad decks and losing a lot. I've been playing Magic since Dark Ascension. Wow. So I know the ropes of big tournaments, but I get what you're saying about it. Yeah, no. Yeah. I think that advice more applies to kind of new people, doesn't it? People that haven't really played tournaments before. 2 times then scoop? Okay. But yeah, like, I agree. Like, if I had a really bad deck, I wouldn't like to play. But if I was new, you know, it's something different as well, isn't it? Oppo in the backyard, scattering all those shies. Is there anything we didn't like? Negating the sideboard. Yes, it was negate, wasn't there? Okay, 2 of. So what comes from the main deck then? I have the Carnarium, I think we keep. 2 Questing Beasts out. Match 3. We're against Backhouse. We've made some more slight adjustments to the deck. This seems a good keep for me. Breeding Pool, Swamp, Castle. Let's go. Breeding Pool comes in. We're doing good for mana. And as such, what do we... Scavenging Ooze. Grats. Second Breeding Pool comes in tapped. Blooding slightly. Are they still running over? I'm guessing probably not. No. So the one that we played... so I've recently played a UK one and another Mythic Qualifier. The Mythic Qualifier that I played was on time. Everything worked. It was like there was 5-10 minute delays here and there between some rounds. But in all honesty, it was fine. Do I go for a Risen Reef here and try and get the Cavalier of Thorns next turn? Actually, we don't really want Cavalier of Thorns because it makes this bigger. I'm going to go for Visionary. Ah, okay. Not exactly what I wanted there. 100%. If you trade this off, I'll be happy. Wow. Wow. Is that an egg? Why is it standing on an egg? Oh, is he just really small? Or is this supposed to represent the hugeness of the Ikoria creatures? Alright, let's go Risen Reef. Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame. Okay, so we're going to get the Overgrown Tomb down tapped. Full Art Swamp is so good. I can't stand the others, though. The blue's a little bit too blue, if that makes sense. Yeah. I do like the Swamp. Someone was complaining about it on their Twitter that, you know, if you look at the tree on the far left-hand side, when you've got several stacked up together, it can give you the wrong impression of how many lands there are. But, I mean, that's not really, you know. Okay, so I'm going to get the Elder hit down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to down-tick... I'm going to probably down-tick the Shovel so we can get through. Wow, Murderous Rider? Okay, Oppo's going off with this deck here. What do we play? What do we play? Cavalier of Thorns could be good. Ugin. Can we play Ugin next turn if we play this? What have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't play Ugin next turn. So this comes into the battlefield. Oh, it actually comes into the battlefield. Onto the battlefield. Okay. Forest? No, we're gonna go Watery Grave. A2 life. Nice. Nice. And then let's get the Leafkin Druid down. Nice, because then we can play Ugin next turn, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ramp time. Scavenging Ooze. Go land Murderous Rider. Go land Murderous Rider. -3, sadly. Can't skip requested songs, Cole. You know the rules. You know the rules.
I come bearing the wisdom of the ancients.
Yeah, we're gonna go -3 here. Has Oppo got anything that protects them? They don't. Nice. And now we've got a 5/6 that can attack through. Questing Beast. Yikes. Okay, mistake by me. Mistake by me there.
Proceed in my stead. Plains.
Yeah, sorry for that one, chat. That was a punt. Right, Teferi comes in. Draw a card, discard a card. Probably discarding the Watery Grave, right? We're gonna try and attack him, going for an attack here. Nice. And I think we're gonna go for a Scavenging Ooze and a Leafkin Druid. Boom. Young, she says. Right, we're going to down take the Questing Beast if they attack him with it. You feel like you're a 90-year-old man there with the muscle ache. Oh yeah, but you've been going there. You've been doing loads of exercise though, right? Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. Right.
The land shall conquer.
Okay, let's just hope they haven't got like a Heartless Act or anything. Oppo goes in for the attack. Interesting. We're going to go for a down tick on the Questing Beast. And I think I'm just going to throw this in front here to preserve the Teferi for another turn. A Cheville. Okay. I kind of like potentially getting the Ugin out. Let's uptick. Another Questing Beast. Discard a card. Probably the Leafkin Druid, right? Let's have a look for Uro. Your birthday's this Saturday? Oh, Cole, that's amazing, man. How old are you going to be on Saturday? I've got no idea how old you are. Right, so the Questing Beast is coming in. And we're going to go to combat. We're going to go Ooze. And this to there. We're going to go face with the Questing Beast and attack him. Really? Okay. Deal that damage. So that dies. I'm going to actually eat up the Nissa just in case they've got a way of getting it back.
Fight on without me.
Beautiful. So Teferi's going to die. Oppo didn't want to kill Cavalier of Thorns because they know that we've got an Ugin in the graveyard. Nothing much we can do about getting it back just yet. We're going to probably have to block with the Questing Beast on this Questing Beast, I guess. I'd also be happy to take out the Cheville. Also, you're eating out tonight because it's your mum's birthday? Amazing. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Okay, Oppo. Pass to attacks. Could make them waste a card trying to get Nissa back. Good point. Yeah, so I should have kept it up. Good shout. I've got no idea why they're attacking him with a trio. Like, well, why they're not going face, right? We eat for our deck a little bit more. Oppo wastes 3 damage, which we'll take.
I'll just come back yesterday.
Okay. What's coming down now? Murderous Rider comes down. Elder Gargaroth. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4. Play this down and then play that. That seems good. That seems a good little connection there. Let's go for Uro. Gain some life. Ah, that's a shame. That is a shame to see. Okay. We're gonna play this in and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's find that for now. Right, we're gonna play the Elder Gargaroth. We're at 11. Do I attack him with the... I know, because the Cav's good for keeping things back, though, isn't it? But if I attack in, it does put pressure on them. We've got a blocker here. We've got a blocker with the Ooze. Okay, I'm actually going to do that. I think getting the Ugin down is going to be good. But let's attack him with this. Nice. Nice. Get the Ugin on top. I'm gonna snap in the breeding pools and end the turn. It will allow me to kind of eat up their Cheville and block as well. I'm happy to throw the Elder Gargaroth in front of the Questing Beast here, although we can kill it next turn with the Ugin. Oppo's not got any blue mana, so we're not really worried too much about any counter spells. Wife's in the party a couple of times. Oh, it's close to Christmas, so you really celebrate it. Yeah, so our Matt, one of the moderators, he's in Newcastle. Nice. Nice. He's in Newcastle all this week in the UK, and his birthday's on Christmas Day. Oh, we can block with this? I didn't realise we could block with this. Do we just do it? Gain 3 life? Seems good. I'm gonna gain the life. I'm not gonna draw a card because I don't want them to have something that discards a card from my hand, if that makes sense. Nice. I could actually eat this Demonic Embrace. I don't think Oppo read the card properly there. Right, I'm going to eat the Demonic Embrace. We get Ugin next turn. We down tick. Oh no, does this exile cards? Each player discards a card.
Of my power.
No, that's fine. That's fine. In fairness, you've misread about 300 cards with reach. Understandable. I mean, we've got to try and play this out, right? We could have another Questing Beast, of course, but -4.
Wisdom is the path.
Oh no!
Well, that was a waste.
They've got the land. They've got the land.
Return to the essence of the multiverse.
And they had the Questing Beast. Are they going to hit the trio the face? Ah, there we go. Drats. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Well, I kind of was. Called it. Okay. Let's try and get back in this one now, chat. Another Liliana off the top.
Every day. I really don't care about your
Okay.
plans.
Uro comes in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some life gain. The trio can come down. Do I just cast this for a 3/3, draw a couple of cards? I mean, they've not got a block of this, so they can kill this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go for a 3/3. Scavenging Ooze can be quite good for us, especially next turn. So they might be waiting. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what they do here. Not entirely sure what they do. They're counting their cards. They've got 5 cards in the graveyard. They need 1 more to deal with Uro, so we're quite lucky. We've got Scavenging Ooze coming down next turn. Uro's too good. Ban Uro. Ban Forest. Most played card. Ban Forest. Nice. That's great to see. Oppo, each player discards a card. Opponent loses. I mean, they could make us discard the Ooze. Yeah, drats. Okay. Unfortunate there. Unfortunate.
In fighting fair.
We've got a block. Do we have to block? I kind of guess we could do, right? Oppo kills the Hydroid Krasis though next turn. And then they can kill an Uro straight out. This is an interesting one. This is an interesting one. So, for example, I mean, they can still kill the Hydroid Krasis though, can't they? But they can't kill... So what I'm thinking is, if I block this, this dies, but then they can kill the Hydroid Krasis. We would get an Uro back though, but then they can kill the Uro straight out and attack in. We'd have to draw something. Whereas if not, we'd gain another life. It'd be a 1 life difference. Trade off, then they have nothing going on. They could... I mean, maybe. I think ultimately the trade-off is right, but it all depends on what they do with the. Okay. I mean, that's good, right? So we can kill Liliana, I guess. We cast this. Let's cast this. Let's draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Right, we've got a Shark Typhoon for 4, which is a nice little blocker for this. Another Shark Typhoon as well. Okay. I'm going to attack Lily here because if she down ticks to kill the Uro, rude. We're going to lose one of these Shark Typhoons, sadly. But if Lily down ticks to kill the Uro, which she can do, she got 6 cards in the graveyard. Murderous Rider? Rats. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Must admit. Oppo takes 2 life there. Pass to attacks. We block that for 4. We also draw another card as well, which means that we can discard that card when Lily upticks. A thing of beauty here. Scoop. First win under our belts. I think Oppo played that slightly wrong, but still respectable. Right, what have they got? What's their deck about? Right, so they had lots of stuff, didn't they? Lots of creatures. I think Lily -3, creatures, not cards. Number of cards. Target creature gets that. Good shout, though. Do we want a Massacre Worm? Would Massacre Worm be good against them? I mean, I think the deck's fine as it is. You think Negate? Yeah, Negate could be good actually. Negate's a good shout. Eliminate's good. They've got a couple of big green creatures, so I'm thinking of bringing in the Noxious Grasps as well. Maybe cut out a Risen Reef and a. I think because of the Shark Typhoons just did really good work for us actually. Casualties of War is excellent, I think. Cavalier of Thorns is a bit weak, but it is a blocker. We need to make 3 cuts in a minute. Maybe get rid of a Leafkin Druid. I mean, the thing is, you know, when we add our things here, we need to cut down over this end. The Elder Gargaroth is probably better than the Cavalier of Thorns, right? Stop Rider and Walkers. Yeah, good shout. Good shout. Maybe cut one of those, and maybe we'll cut Casualties. Actually, Casualties can get us back in the game, I think. So I'm going to keep that. Maybe cut another Visionary. Reef can go, maybe. What, both? One Reef? One Reef seems good. Okay, let's run it out like this. If we get pushed to a 3rd game, there might be a couple of extra things, but I think the way we are is decent. The thing is, like, Cry of the Carnarium doesn't come in, right? Because Cry only gives like -2/-2, and a lot of the things they were playing was 3 toughness or more. So. Beautiful. Right. There's no ramp. Oppo goes first, but we do have an eliminate. I'm going to be greedy and keep this. I mean, if we start to get lands, we are absolutely Gucci. We've got a little bit of early dispersal. Cultivate is fantastic. Look at that. If we knew we were drawing Cultivate, we would have snap kept this hand, right? Is the kind of way that I look at it. Scavenging Ooze, brilliant off the top for Oppo. Sadly, we're going to be killing it with the eliminate. We're going to do that main step. Eliminate the egg riding sword. Yeah, I mean, to be fair. You're joking me. I'd have loved to go for the Scavenging Ooze and got that down. Okay. Let's just ramp and get enough to kill them. Right. Oppo might not play the Scavenging Ooze this turn. Okay, they do. That's fine. That's fine. Nothing they can scavenge. Leafkin? I kind of like trying for the Nissa here. The Nissa's quite exciting. It means that she can potentially... so she can take down the Ooze, which is great to see. I want to keep the black, right?
Behold, nature's true power.
So the Ooze can't block it. And then I'm going to crack it for a Leafkin as well. Because if things go south in terms of them removing the Nissa, we've still got a potential for the Ugin. Ramp, hit Ugin, take over. Hopefully. Hopefully. Shame. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oppo, it's in for 3. No, they didn't attack in. Interesting. The Triumph comes down. Out. Do we go for the Cav? I think I do go for the Cav to help me get another land. Breeding pool. Always go for the Cav, you say? Enters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to enter this tapped, and I'm going to say no attacks. Okay. Now, with Luros being... is Luros their companion? Murderous Ride, okay. Beautiful. We get to grab something as well. Stick it on top. Probably going to be a Nissa, right? Probably going to be a Nissa. In response, Oppo can hit the Scavenging Ooze, but it means that they can't exile something else this turn. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to go for it. -3. And if they've got a Questing Beast, they've got a Questing Beast. Nothing much we can do about it. Easiness of the issue says. I would agree. Sadly, we couldn't keep it. Yeah, I think Tamiyo would be good value in the build. I might try and put in Tamiyo in. What do we think about putting Tamiyo in instead of... what do you think about a Tamiyo instead of a one of the Teferis? They don't have 2 green. They could have had a Questing Beast in hand and then top deck to green, right? Was my thinking there. Tap it for the Murderous Rider. Oh. Nice. Sorry, Oppo.
I will destroy if I must.
Never kind doing that, but sometimes we have to.
Do not test me. The land will not.
We play down the Ooze. And I think Oppo considers scooping here, right? Because, yeah, I was going to say, great build. So, what I think is going to be the final kind of change made for this video is we're going to take out one of the Teferis and we're going to put a, is it just Tamiyo like that? Tamiyo in? Triple T. What game is this? Is it game 4 or game 5? Feels like game 4, right? This is, I think, a bad keep. Mind you, Oppo goes first. Oppo mauls and goes first. We've got 3 draws. Are we doing a draft tonight? Yeah, we'll do a draft after this, my friends. We've got 3 draws to get into any manner. I'm going to keep. It's probably one of the rockiest keeps we've kept. Keeps we've made. It helps that Oppo mulled down to 6. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, no, we're definitely going to be doing the draft after this. Dominaria probably. Try and go a little bit deeper. Remember, we're trying to get Mythic in Constructed and Dominaria this... well, Constructed and Limited this season. Land down and pass. We've got Watery Grave. I don't know what anyone else is thinking. I'm thinking potentially an Uro coming up next. Okay. Oppo looks like they're playing a 4-colour deck. I think it's also a case of wanting your Uro enablers to be cheaper and fuel it. Tamiyo is a little bit slow. Can be impactful in some matchups. Yeah, I think it's that. I think it's exactly what you said. Like, can be impactful, which is a little bit. It makes me a little bit hesitant. But having said that, I mean, when you draw it in the time that you need it the most, it's such a great feeling, right? Okay, we've got all of our mana out for Casualties of War, so that's going to shape us up really well. Potential Cavalier of Thorns next turn. Let's see what Oppo goes for. So tap land with the Trio. Not got the sexy Trio, sadly, for Oppo. This is one of my... this is what, like you guys know that have been in the channel a lot longer than the Raiders. That I don't really like buying the cosmetics, but I will always be buying like the Triomes that look like this. It's so awesome. Right, do we go for Cav Thorns or do we go for the Elder Gargaroth? I think I'm going to go for the Elder here. The reason being is that if it sticks and Oppo plays down a big creature or a planeswalker, we can deal it with casualties, then we can attack in and start making creatures start drawing cards. I'm struggling to get back through Platinum at the moment. Hit 92% Mythic last month. Congratulations. Oppo with Casualties of War. At least we get one out of their hand. That's fine. And we're going to play this down. We're going to go for the Cavalier of Thorns. Do we get a forest or do we just go for the breeding pools? I think breeding pools here, right? We're going to enter it tapped. What's this? What's this clip? I know what that is. I know what that is. Brilliant called. Fantastic. Is it because of the swaps of decks, Hobbsy? Is that why you're finding it quite difficult? With Cavalier though, it's nice, and playing your big spells, even if they deal them, you can bring back. Yep, correct. So for example here, Oppo might be getting rid of the Casualties of War, right? But I can get it back with the Cavalier of Thorns, so it's a weird one. It's a weird one. If you're in Discord, I posted a historic best of 1 Gruul aggro went undefeated from Platinum 4 to Diamond 4. Nice. Yeah, there's I'd like a sideboard for the Gruul deck. Ooh, interesting. They're playing the Euro out. What do I do here then? Do I just play another Cavalier of Thorns? Watery Grave. No, sorry, not Watery Grave. Fabled Passage. Gives us something in the graveyard to bring Uro back. Not really matter what we play. Right, so do I sacrifice one of these Cavalier of Thorns to get back the Casualties of War? Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sacrifice it. See if I can get the Casualties of War back. The reason being is that we don't really know what build Oppo is making, right? And we don't want our graveyard exiled before we've got something that we can fight back against Planeswalkers. We've got a double block on this next turn with the Llanowar Visionary. Oppo doesn't seem phased about the Casualties of War at all. Or do they? They've got more life than us. They do look a little... I think they are a little bit concerned about the casualties. They're not wanting to make a block. We could also get the Elder Gargaroth back. Okay. Okay, seems good. Llanowar Visionary comes down. It gives us a blocker for the Euro. We've got an Euro down of our own next turn. Start drawing. Hey, Doctor. Which deck is the strongest in Best of 1 Historic? At the minute, I've got a... come on, man. Come on. Nice. At the minute, my friend, I am playing a blue-white Auras deck, which I found to be really strong, especially in Best of 1. But Bushwookies just popped into our channel and said that they've been playing a Gruul aggro deck in Best of 1 that's gone undefeated so far. So if I drop you the... Whoa. If I drop you the socials there, in our Discord channel under Historic, there should be a list ready for you. Right, let's get the Euro out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. All these things seem really, really good. We're gonna... Hey, listen. Go for another Euro here. Keep drawing. We're keeping this one. When Dean doesn't win a match? What do you mean when Dean doesn't win a match? Can't remember the last time I lost. Kappa. Watery Grave. I'm going to decline. Keep it in hand. I'm going to play the Leafkin Druid down. Do we already know who I'm raiding today? Today's normally Bandits Day. I don't know if he's streaming though. We normally raid Bandit on a Tuesday. But we'll see. We'll see who's streaming.
Consider this a warning.
How are you finding Sultai? I was playing a less creature-based build yesterday and getting creamed by mono green and black in particular. Your build seems better for holding down the board. Issue like you may know that I love playing Sultai. I'm always playing Sultai when possible. So for me it feels like a good deck. I feel quite content with it. It is a weird one though, right? Because if if you don't hit the right cards in the right order, bad things can happen. So yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could hit a Shark Typhoon and kill Uro next turn, which I kind of like. So I'm going to play this down and I'm going to pass. The thing with Sultai as well is I never feel like I'm under pressure. Like, if the game's gone, the game's gone. But I never feel like I'm fighting a losing battle. I always feel like I've got an out in the deck that just needs to come. And I think that's a really positive thing to have. I think before this weekend, you should try a Jolreel in Sultai and see if it's a better route. Yeah, we're going to probably do that tomorrow, Bushwalkie, actually. Ah, this is awful for us. This is absolutely awful. Nice. Oppo knows that we've got a Shark Typhoon. Right, have we got any removal? Pass 2 attacks. We're going to play it out. We're going to play it out. We're going to go 7. We're going to go 8. Rats. Any removal in the deck? We've got an eliminate. That would be awesome. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, Dragonsteel. How's it going, brother?
Let us have a storied battle worth retelling.
Chat, what can I say?
The past is
What can I
never
say?
forgotten.
Land, target, creature. Creature. What are we putting them off here? Black? They only got 1 black mana. Oh, no, they've got here, haven't they? I mean, nothing really matters too much, right?
Proceed in my
Lovely bit of 8 damage coming in here, chat. Yeah, we're really good, Dragonsteel. We're really good, man. We're playing a little bit of Sultai. Got a Teferi in there and a Tamiyo. You'll be happy with that. Issue with Jolreel is having to play bad cards to enable it, right? Now that the Spiral is no more. Yeah. But we've got a Risen Reef, we've got Uro, we've got Shark Typhoon, we've got Big Teferi, we've got Llanowar Visionary, we've got Hydroid Krasis. We've got quite a lot of enablers, so potentially it might come in. A Hydroid Krasis here. Do we play this? We're down to 26 cards. What is this going to be bringing back? It's going to be bringing back an Ugin, right? I think getting 1 big Hydroid Krasis punch out, keeping the Shark Typhoon for the Ugin is going to be... Or do we go for Uro? No, let's go for a big Krasis here. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Krasis and just join to Ooze easy. Good point. Good point. So Krasis, I want to keep up 3 mana, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna get a 6. Right. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to draw 6 here. Bit of shame that I didn't actually think of that. Okay, that's a shame. But let's go for a we could get an Uro out as well, get a double attack in next turn. I kind of like that. Let's go for an Uro. Let's get rid of the Triome, Shark, Leafkin Druid, 1 Casualties because we probably won't get it back, and 1 of the Nissas. Go.
My strength fades.
Okay, we pass. We've got 12 damage on the board next turn. Okay. Fable Passage, that's good for us to see. We've got an eliminate if Oppo plays like another Krasis down. It will be annoying that they'll get more life and they'll draw more cards. But Shatter the Skies. Nice. Do we just Ugin and down tick on the Elspeth? This gives us 3 mana. So, what I'm thinking is I'm going to play the Risen Reef first. Because we've got enough mana. If we play the Risen Reef first, we can get into definitely Ugin them. Well, I'm gonna go Risen Reef first. The reason being is that if we do get an ooze. Okay. The reason being that if we'd have got an ooze there, we would have been able to just eaten their okay, hit for 5. We would have been able to eat their Ugin, and they wouldn't have been able. And the Elspeth's Conquer's Death would have fizzled, which would have meant that when we played the Ugin, it would have been stronger. So now we're in this position, sadly. But that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. But the Unmoored Ego feels good. Yes, yeah. I mean, I can't say no about that kind of. We're gonna go the same again here. So we're gonna go for Llanowar Visionary. 18 cards left, by the way. Have I got any oozers left? I've got 2 oozers. Risen Reef. Come on. Actually, can I go for? Yeah, I'm gonna get an Uro back, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I must seek comfort in the land.
I'm thinking of next turn just getting a little bit more damage in if possible. Come on, ooze. One more chance to get an ooze here. Like, we've got 16 cards left. Come on. Wow. Wow. Okay. Risen Reef? Just keep going for it? Maybe. Draw 2 cards. Resting Beast is great for us. Ooze is also good. Right, we've got no ramp. Well, we've got nothing to attack, right? So we're going to keep these in hand. We're going to see what Oppo plays. They might hit a Shatter. Hydroid Krasis, nice. We can kill that with the Eliminate. Oppo's got a full grip now, though, which is a shame. Right, mana down, they hit the Temple. Remember that these can't come back from the graveyard because they come back as a... Oh, wait, no, they come back with a 1/1 counter on, don't they? Okay, so Scavenging Ooze. Let's hit the Eliminate on the Hydroid Krasis. We go for the Ooze. We kill the Ugin.
I learned much today.
I'm actually going to get rid of the Krasis as well. I want it to completely fizzle. I don't want to have to waste any kind of hit points going in on it. And we're going to get the second Krasis. Nice. We're going to go in for combat. Just play this down tapped. And we're going to deal damage. Right. I'm going to keep this in hand. I'm going to keep all these in hand. I'm scared of a Wrath. We've got 11 cards, so maybe playing the Cultivate is not the right move there. So let's play on. Seems like full control. Is this Abzan mid-range Oppo? Probably. Druid? I don't know. I mean, there's slight benefit from the Druid, right? In that you get to tap it for the Shark Typhoon the turn after. But like, if Oppo doesn't have anything here, we've got a Questing Beast sat there. We've got the Elder Gargaroth, which can help us get more creatures onto the battlefield, gain us some life, which I don't think we need. I don't know. I'd just rather... Okay, Uro. Nice. Can I, is there a chance that I can get this before they bring it back? There's no activation for me, is there? I don't get a chance to activate. That's a shame. Okay. So what I should have done, so bearing in mind if that happens again for the tournament at the weekend, what we do is we try and eat things, we eat things from the graveyard to stop them being able to do that. We only had to eat 2 things. Okay. We've got a Shark Typhoon which can be useful to fly over that last little bit of damage later on. One creature. School starts today? Not happy? Yeah, decking is a real concern here. I agree. I agree. Are we getting Uro back? I don't think we are getting Uro back, right? Could have eaten in response. Could have eaten in response to the Uro coming down. Not in response to them having cast Uro though the second time. Sadly, we do get lucky. We get very lucky here. We can eat Uro. What damage have we got? We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm going to just attack him with these. I don't think I'm going to be playing the Questing Beast just yet. I mean, we could just eat our Uros. Actually, can I get the damage? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, we can get them to 15, which isn't enough. Shark Typhoon, keep up. You can Beast and Scoozer. Yeah, we haven't got enough though. So Beast is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this is 15. So we don't have enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just attack him with these. I'm going to keep up a Shark Typhoon and a Questing Beast. So Questing Beast will come down next turn if Oppo rafts our board and plays something. Shark Typhoon we can do end of their turn. And we might get another win here. Bearing in mind that we've got... We need to start playing faster is going to be one like take-home message from this. 40 Erasure? I mean, what do we do here? They can only take one of them. We probably care more about the Questing Beast, right? The Shark. I'm probably going to cast out the Shark, I think. Do it for 11. They're going to get rid of the Questing Beast. They could have an Ugin with Wrath the board. If they do, I mean, what do we do? What do we do? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They've still got Ugin mana. But not if they activate the Tome. No Ugin mana. They could have a Shatter. Wow. Top decking a Shatter there. What can we do, chat? What can we do sometimes? But we get to rebuild Elder Gargaroth. And then Uro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. Back in it. Not sure what we've got left in the deck. Oops. Land down. We've got another Questing Beast in there. Oh, Teferi. Teferi's great. I'm probably not gonna. I'm probably not gonna uptick it.
Years, I'm getting the hang of this.
Not gonna uptick it. I'm just gonna. Actually, I need to uptick it, don't I? What have we got left? 6. Okay, I'm gonna uptick it. Scavenging Ooze. Discard a card. I don't think you want to draw. Well, so the reason I want to draw is that if Oppo has something that I don't know, like I want to have the down tick available on their turn. Maybe I don't. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. We've got the Ooze, which can have a little bit of food. The Tomb is going to be looking for an Ugin. Okay, Nissa. Nice. Nissa can still cast Ugin, by the way. Have they top decked an Ugin? Stop it, Oppo. Want to get in before they draw wipe? Yeah, I mean, this is do or die this turn, right? 5 cards left. I think I would have played out Gargaroth, held back everything else to make them answer one-on-one till they were out of answers. Bush Rookie, that could probably be the correct answer there, in all honesty. Casualties of War? I mean, yes. Questing Beast off the top would be interesting. Loot. 5 cards left. 5 cards wing. I don't know. Like, landing. Oppo gets another chance of drawing an Ugin, which is definitely what they're digging for. And Nissa off the top. They're in trouble by the looks of it, but we're in more trouble, right? Cultivate not going to help us. Yeah, but like we don't want to deck ourselves, right? We've got the I think we've got the tools. We just need the time. I don't know. My turn. Let me have a look what's in my... Let me just have a quick look what's in my deck. I've got a Krasis, I've got an Uro, and I've got a Questing Beast, and I've got 2 lands. So because of that, I don't think we're going to be playing our Uro out. So I'm going to get rid of the Gargaroth. Going to be getting rid of a Risen Reef. Hydroid Krasis? Hydroid Krasis doesn't help us. It's a dead card in our hand. Uro could be useful, but drats. We're in trouble here. Because if we attack in with this... Yeah, they're just making blockers. They're making us attack, right? They're making us attack. Okay. I'm one shot. I'm a one shot? Questing Beast can win it next turn. It can. I'm wondering whether or not I just make a 2/2 Krasis. Make a 2/2 Krasis. Draw 1 card. Or I can make a 3/3 Krasis and draw a card, right? Here we go. Here we go. Tomb. Ugin off the top or they lose. Cycling. Oh, this is so intense. This is so intense. Or shatter. Stop it. This is only game 1 as well. I can't believe it.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
No shatter. Thought erasure. Last 2 attacks. What have they got? Have they got a shark? Boom. Shark won't save. What a game that was, chat. What a game. Best game of Magic the Gathering ever on this platform? Potentially. Potentially. Negates come in. Gem Razors are nice. I think the Ashiok's going to be good though, right? Casualties of War might be good. Do we just go completely? Do we just go completely defensive here, and not worry too much about the ramp and just like take them one by one? So maybe get rid of the Risen Reefs. I like the Cultivates. How does Oppo win? Ugin uptick and Nissa? Probably. Excellent stuff. Thanks for the support there, guys. Really appreciated it. Maybe... I mean, the Cav Thorns is nice. Just a one-off, perhaps. Shark Typhoon could win us the game, especially against their Ugin. Ashiok Dream Renderer. What do we think of this, chat? Are we happy with one casualties? Or do we want to go 2 casualties and knock down maybe a Shark Typhoon? Or maybe a Gargaroth, maybe? Like, take down the Gargaroth? Or maybe a... We haven't got much ramp anymore, but... I mean... What we're supposed to do. I think I might take down the Gargaroth. I mean, they've got loads of ways to destroy it, right? We might as well go casualties. Oh, okay. Let's keep this as a sideboard, I think. Go, go, go. Think about cutting the Cultivate? I don't know. I want to get on top. I want to... Like, the Cultivates for me are worth quite a lot with the lands, right? Bad hand. Bad hand. Mulligan? Oh, don't do me like this. Don't do me like this. I mean... We'd have to be extremely lucky to keep this hand. It's a fantastic hand, but we'd have to be lucky. We'd have to get a mana. Do we win if we go down to 5? I mean, I think we've got to go for it. I think we're going to go for it. Drats. Going to get rid of the negate. Feels bad though, man. Feels bad. Hehehe. That's coming up for you, Bushwookie. Thank you very much. Wow. Here we go. Best keep in Magic the Gathering. Potentially. Never didn't have it. I mean, I don't understand why people just don't draw the cards they need when they need them. It infuriates me. The game's so easy. I just don't understand people. Watery Grave's good. Right, we're going to hit a Cultivate here. We're going to go for a blue and a black. Beautiful. No attacks. I know, it seems so obvious when you think about it. Never didn't have it. Ooh. I mean, this is fine, right? I mean, they're going to get rid of the removal, I guess. We're going to go for an Uro first and into a Llanowar Visionary. I mean, to be fair, I thought Distortion from the... yeah, let's go Uro first. Nice. We'll play this down, but tapped. Play the land. Play the Llanowar Visionary. Draw a card. Okay. Knowing Oppo, hand's so good. I mean, I thought Distortion would be pretty decent. Keep seeing mid-range or grindy control. I thought Erasure sideboard is a thought. I mean, what's the difference between Erasure and the other one? One black mana. Help me out. I think I keep Casualties in hand, right? I kind of like hitting the Noxious Grasp here. Thinking in for 2. I think this tapped. Attacking in with this. Right, so next turn, we're wanting to go Casualties of War on something big, and then have enough mana for the Euro, probably. Erasure. No, Agonizing Remorse. Wing had it. Yeah, Agonizing Remorse. Like, what's the difference? Is Agonizing Remorse better with Uro in the meta? I kind of guess we don't get the scry from it, right? Here we go. This is what we want to see. Nissa comes down.
The land fights for us.
Has Oppo got a counter spell, do we reckon? No blocks. I mean, we should have enough mana if Oppo's got a counter spell, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I came in tapped, which is interesting. He pop off blue. No. Respectable. Respectable. Oh, can I not get the Euro down? Ah, chats. Okay. Play land first. I thought that the only thing that they could really have with 1 mana was Mystical Dispute. But we had enough to kind of counter that, right? They didn't have a flyer for the 4. We had 4 anyway, so there's nothing that we needed 5 mana for, I don't think. Potentially, if they had a second blue up, I may have played the land first in case they had Thassa's whatever it is. Okay. Okay, could be a quick game here.
Is surprisingly flexible.
Yeah, we had the tap creatures. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, if we didn't have the tap creatures, 100% subcorps. 100% we're playing those lands first. But luckily we did. Right, so this is down there.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Boris comes in, 6 damage. Could be a quick game. In fact, there's a world where I quick the game out if we don't get a decent card at this draw. I mean, that's not good, is it? That's not good. I mean, it stops them from playing one of these next turn, I guess. Do we want them to know I've got it? I think you concede now and go to game 3. I also think that. Because I can't cast this is the thing. So I'm going to concede. I can't cast Uro. So Oppo's going in for a minimum of 9, 12 damage next turn. We only had 1 left, right? I think we run it back out. I don't think there's anything that I really change. Spells and abilities you control can't cause their controller to search their libraries. Do we perhaps go for an Ashiok and go be really controlling? And if so, what do we do it over? The Druids? Druids helped us in that last game, though. Maybe the Visionaries. Visionaries are relatively weak. They do get to draw a card. I kind of like the idea of playing 1 Ashiok, maybe instead of a Visionary. Okay, let's run it back. Shuts off Fable Passage. Shuts off my Fable Passage, right? And theirs as well, but... Play first. I mean, yeah. We've got a negate. That could be an early Fortress Erasure. We do want to kind of save it for a Planeswalker, though. It's not Oppo only. I don't think so. On the passive abilities, you know what? We'll have a look. We'll have a look. I'm going to play the island and pass. And I'm back for a bit. Hey, Nox. We had a fantastic game 1. Game 2 was a little bit of a whitewash. Oppo went all the way through us. Scavenging Ooze, nothing we can do about it. Pass. Atom. I mean, that's awesome. Shame we haven't got the ramp, right? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a I'm going to go for a castle. End of Oppo's turn. If I don't need the negate, I'm going to the trio. Like the negate's really important now to protect our Fort Erasure. Fort Distortion, sorry. Oppo gets in for 2. I go to I think I cycle this. Just cast Growth Spiral. It's easy, Cardinal 4. It's easy. How are you, my friend? Hope you're well today. This looks good, chat. Let's go for the eliminate. Oppo can't protect... Oh, they've got blue. I didn't see that blue there. Not too bad. Nice. Ace, of course. Thank you very much for that follow, my friend. I really do appreciate it. We're going to play the Watery Grave. Again, we want to be protecting our Thought Distortion, which hopefully we're going to get in 2 turns' time. It also protects our Nissa. Oppo cracks the Fabled Passage. They're probably going to get a blue with it. Maybe play out an Uro. This is an exciting game. Like, we've got 10 minutes left on the clock. Oppo's got 14, so they are ahead. Right, pass to attacks. My turn. Okay. So we've got all the mana. The question is, do I play Nissa or do I wait and hit the Thought Distortion? I think I'm going to wait. I think I'm going to wait. Oppo's... It's weird that Oppo didn't play anything there. I don't want to tap out and then Oppo steal the Thought Distortion. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. You like waiting, Wing says? Yeah, it's just Oppo. Is it really, Bushwalker? Interesting. Interesting. Oppo's cracking the Fabled Passage as well. Doing a little bit of digging through their deck. Thinning it out slightly. Pass to attacks. My turn? Thought Distortion. Here we go. Can't be countered. This is normally where Oppo fires off a growth spiral. Ooh, chat. Let's have a look at that again. Let's have a look at that. We've got an ECD, we've got a Thought Distortion, we've got an Ugin, and we've got a Disdainful Stroke. Who was it that said wait? Was that you, Wing? Beautiful. Ouch from Oppo. Ouch. Shark Typhoon. Shark Typhoon looks good. I mean, trio. Ooh, okay. Okay. Uro. Okay, nothing I can do about that Uro, right? Nothing I can do about Uro coming back down. We probably get the Nissa here. Fire off into... Okay. Okay. So let's go Nissa. And incidental damage with lands? I would agree. I'm going to grab the breeding pool.
Behold, nature's true power.
Gonna play the Llanowar Visionary down. Draw a card. Cav is quite cool, right? Cav gets us Cav potentially gets us when it enters the battlefield. Gets to eliminate back. Great to see that Oppo played the Thought Distortion as well. Okay, so Shark Typhoon could be quite good in the air. Okay, what do we go for here? What do we go for? Do we go for a big Shark Typhoon? Big Shark Typhoon would keep Uro at bay. Interesting.
I must go.
I kind of like the... if we played the Cav... If we play the Cav... We'd have to block with a breeding pool still though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm going to wait. Keep it... Could I have negated it? Did I get the did I get an ability? Oh, I had breeding pool. Yeah. I don't actually know. I think that was a punt. I think I didn't see the negate highlights. I think I only saw the Shark Typhoon, so I assumed it was a cycle job. Sadly. But yeah, that was a mistake there. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that was a mistake. Sorry about that one, chat. No blocks. Okay. Things go from bad to worse for us here.
Harness the elements.
I can kill Nissa. I can kill Nissa here. Time for Ugin, maybe. Right, so I've got 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I can't kill Nissa. I can't kill Nissa. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, my turn. Congrats. Okay, I can. This will determine whether they've got Ugin or not, I think. We're going to do it before they could possibly have a counter.
I can help you no longer.
And then I'm going to hit the Cav down. Triome comes in. Ugin in the bin. Okay, so this is going to be really interesting for Oppo now. Because can they afford to kill the Cavalier of Thorns? Ever thought about dropping casualties and going for 3 Ugins? Both give devastating wrath, but Ugin with more upside. I haven't. Good shout. We can try it tomorrow. We can try it tomorrow. Four Ugin? Ooh. Only 4? Do you reckon we can shove 5 in? Is there a way I can make 5 Ugin? Interesting. Interesting. Has to attacks. Spark double Ugin seems good. 8 Ugins? Any increase on 8 Ugins? Arms are sweaty here, chat. I think Oppo's going to try and time us out, in all honesty. It's a clever tactic. I'd be looking at it if I was Oppo. Cultivate? Cultivate seems good. Things our deck slightly. Pass. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rats. Okay. I think that was the right move. Trust me, I love Casualties, one of my favorite Good God cards, but feel like you're digging for Ugin a lot. Yes, I would agree. I would agree. And then what happens if we lose the 1 Ugin we have, right? Yeah. I agree, Bush. What do we think of having both the Cavalier and the big beastie thing in? What's our thoughts on that? Shocked it in. Mazed Mainland Tomb. Okay. A second one. Okay, respectable. We're down to 9 life, by the way. It's not. Could potentially be Crisis talks. Shark Typhoon, great stuff. Right, so we're going to go in for a attack with our big shark here. That's the turn. One false move from Oppo here, and things could be bad. Go just Gargaroth. I'm not a fan of the Cav. So the purpose of the Cav, right, is to help get cards back from the graveyard. So for example, if we've milled Ugin, which is why Oppo's not attacking him with Uro here, right? Because we get Ugin back if they do. ECD, okay, understandable. Respectable card there. Okay, so if Oppo attacks in with the Hydroid Krasis, they die. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10 probably needed, right? So I'm gonna resolve this. Pass the blocks. Uh, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10. They're looking to get Nissa back. Questing Beast off the top for the win. I mean, chat. We're going to go for the one with the least on. Target creature. Target land. Yeah, it feels good, right? It feels good to play. Right, I'm going to go Scavenging Ooze. Just going to attack him with this. I've got a feeling they could be holding a Nissa in hand or a Questing Beast or something like that. And just because I know that they can do it. Get the arrow. End the turn. There we go. There we go. Glad I didn't attack him. Glad I didn't attack him. Oppo's digging for an Ugin. Five minutes left, chat. Another Maze Mine Tome. Is this a card we should be looking at? Nah, Wing says no. Wing's not a fan. Seems fair. We've got a Castle Locthwain as well, by the way, chat. We've got a 6% chance to draw a Questing Beast, a 6% chance to draw a Casualties of War, an Eliminate, we've got a Hydroid Krasis, an Ashiok, an Uro, Teferi. We've got lots of cards that can win us the game this turn. Oppo's digging. Come on. One big draw off the top for us. One big draw. Scoop. Fantastic, chat. Fantastic. So, at the minute, our first iteration of this seems really strong. I think we lost one game and we won 3, but I'll double check that. It seems really powerful. Potentially, we'd be looking at dropping 1 or 2 casualties for an Ugin. Maybe the Thorns go as well. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there's a need for both the Thorns and both the Gargaroths. Tamiyo was really impressive. I'm not sure I want 2 of them, though, is the issue. Fort Distortion in that last game was just a thing of beauty. We caught Oppo off guard. We absolutely decimated their hand. We were able to fight back a little bit, but we put the pressure on. And we've got another casualties in the sideboard as well. Some early removal in terms of the Eliminate. I'm still not too happy about the kind of ramp package, the Risen Reefs, the Leafkin Druids. I'm not entirely sure what the Risen Reefs are doing, and also if we were to cut the Cavalier of Thorns, do we really want the Risen Reefs there? So lots to think about over the next day or so as we're kind of fine-tune this deck. But this is a deck that I'm happy to run in Red Bull Untapped at the weekend. So fingers crossed, you know, fingers crossed we can fine-tune it before then. But for the benefit of the YouTube video, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks for all the subscriptions, likes, and comments. Make sure to let us know what you thought about this video. Make sure to let us know what you would change in the future. And if you've tried the Sultai build, how kind of different is it from ours? And I'll catch you in the next one.